Hello Magic fans, I'm Beef and welcome to a standard gameplay video featuring a mono black deck. For those who don't know, Wizards post decks on the website that have won 6 in a row in Mythic tournaments or events. No other really details are given about them, it's just they won 6 in a row in best of 3, so it has a sideboard as well. So I decided to give one of them a go to see how good they are, and I record this after the gameplay, and I will say now it is one of the worst decks I've ever played. I have changed it. I've brought cards in from the sideboard. So I brought in 4 cut downs from the sideboard, 2 hopeless nightmares, and got rid of a couple of Phyrexian arenas, Rush of Dreads, and a murder. Just because they were far too slow. So the aim of the deck is really to disrupt your opponent. Try and make them take cards with Deep Cannon Bat or discard cards with Extract the Truth. Then lots and lots of removal. Go for the throat, Shoulders Edict, March. So I put in Cut Down, and they had Hero's Downfall, then 1 copy of Murder, which is same cost as Hero's Downfall, but it destroys a creature. They had 1 copy of Rankle's Prank, which I never drew once, and I would probably never play it because it's symmetrical. If you're in a position where you can give up 2 cards or 2 creatures or lose 4 life, you're probably in a position where you don't need to play Rankle's Prank. So they also had 4 copies of Sheldred, and then 2 of Akazot's Deepest Betrayal, and 2 Virtues of Persistence. It's odd that they had Rush of Dread, but no Bloodletter of Akazot's, because that is a instant win combo, so I'm not sure what was going on there. I won't go through the cards in too much detail because they are pretty well known, and I said the deck doesn't work, so there's not much point. Standard land base though: Swamps, Demolition Field, destroy other land, same as Field of Ruin, and then Mirrex to churn out some tokens. So a very quick intro and a pretty short video this time as well because of the various gameplay. But please remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the gameplay videos. We're on the draw. We have Go for the Throat to take out a creature, and maybe Phyrexian Arena if we have time to get it down. Up against a life gain deck by the looks of it. We'll keep up Go for the Throat if we need to. That's a good creature to take out. Well, let's take a turn out to get down the arena. March is a good draw. It can help us gain life. So let's get rid of Elias Ilkor, and then we can maybe pitch the Rush of Dread to take out Downey. That's going to be a lot better to take out, but we should be able to do that with Hero's Downfall. let's get a look in their hand. And take it as the second Voice of the Blessed. And then we'll keep up Hero's Downfall to take out the Voice of the Blessed. Yep. We were quite ahead in that game. The next turn we could Insatiable Avarice to draw 3 or get down Actazotz, but finally a win with this deck, so let's move on. Well, we can get into their hand a lot. Hopefully we'll be able to take a few meaningful things, and we've got Go for the Throat and now Sheoldred's Edict for removal. I wonder if they've got... What I'll do, I'm going to Extract the Truth as Deep Cavern Bat. Wow. All removal. Fair enough. It's just going to get removed, which is fine. This is just the eat removal as well. They're just going to get it back. Well, at least Sheoldred is a playable card that can't be cut down. It can be Go for the Throated. Which I'll do now. Yep. We have our own Mirror, so we can start churning out tokens. But I'm sure they have a hand for the removal. A Virtue of Persistence would be really good. We still get a look. Just all removal. Yep. So we're on a 2-turn clock now because of poison. We can't afford to pay for everything. Not like it's going to make any difference. Nope, that's it. We're done. This deck is quite possibly the worst deck I've ever played, but let's move on. Well, this is... well, we can we can lock Thwain's Scorn, so yeah, why not? We have drawn the third land, but looks like we're up against a control deck, so not great. I'm sure Shouldered will just get countered, so I'm not going to bother trying to get her out. Sure, they'll counter this. Yep. And I'm sure this is getting countered as well. Yep. Brotherhood's End. At least I can destroy that with Hero's Downfall. I'm sure this will get removed very quickly, but let's just see what they've got. So they're in a modal spell, really. I mean, this is going to get it back, but... I'll get down the Sheoldred just to get a burn down the house out of their hand or a counter spell. They just drew into that as well, so not much you can do about that. Tyrant is not what we want to see. They do get to draw a lot of cards. On the plus side, we get another swamp and we can potentially bring it back, assuming it doesn't get countered, which I'm sure it will. Let's make them discard and sacrifice or counter. Still waiting on that 7th land for Virtual Persistence. And we do have 2, so if one does get countered. That's fine. We do gain some life back as well. Oh, that's smart. That's not what we want to see.
Yeah, I'm basically a professional at saving this job by
I think this lack of 7th land's really going to do it in for us.
Give a toast. I'd love to.
If they attack with a Tyrant, I will block because it will mean we get that 7th land. No, we just... I think we're delaying the inevitable, unfortunately.
You're lucky this is a warning shot.
Well, that's got haste as well, so yeah, that's game over. Let's move on. We can get into their hand, we can kill something, and then maybe we can draw with Phyrexian Arena. If we get another black swamp, we can draw. I will just kill the Lone Speaker. We don't want them ramping. Get down the arena. Maybe draw some extra cards. And next turn we can get down Sheldred. There's an extra Sheldred and an extra Phyrexian Arena. Are we weird? Yeah, we're just... Yeah. Let's move on. This looks keepable. We can cause them to discard, then Deep Cavern Bat or Extract the Truth, and hopefully we can get an extra land. Oh, against Boros, but more like a Boros spell deck. Clearly they're not a fan of a Deep Cavern Bat. Don't need that. Or... Oh, I will keep both of those. I'm doing that now because then their Saga won't be able to target anything. Oh, 2 lightning helixes. Let's draw 3. So 1 land. Well, fair enough. Surprised at that. We did have more cards in hand, but we didn't really have anything going on, so let's move on. We go first. We can Hopeless Nightmare to cause them to discard, and then we've got some removal, and then Deep Cavern back to get in their hand. They discard an Natali. Wow. Let's see what else they've got in their hand. I imagine they'll have a way to kill this. Yep. Roxanne. Yeah, nothing too scary. Roxanne can ramp them, but we can save Hero's Downfall for her. Let's see what they play. I might cut down the Rabbit Battery, or I might... And I might sacrifice Hopeless Nightmare to Scry. Yeah, I'm not that fussed about that. I don't think we need another Go for the Throat. But we do need the land for Aclazots. Let's get rid of these two. If they play Roxanne, we can Hero's Downfall her. We will get pinged, which is annoying. Dowsing Device is actually a good card I didn't put into my Roxanne deck. Another Roxanne, but Virtual Persistence can kill her. Yeah, it's frustrating, but at least we can ramp. I'd rather bring back Aclazots just as a blocker or a way to gain back life. We'll keep him back on defense. Fair, we're dead anyway. So you can just pump the pirate with their Gello no matter what they draw. Yeah, that's it. Not the best, but you know, that's how it goes sometimes. Hello Magic fans, and welcome back to the wrap up. As I said in the intro, this is one of the worst decks I've ever played. I have no idea how it went. Won 6 in a row in any event. We played 14 games and won 3 times, and one of those was literally we played Deep Cavern Bat and we took their card and they scooped after 30 seconds. So the other two were, I'd say, fluky wins, but you lose 11 times out of 14. It's just, it is not a good deck. It has far too much removal, but before I brought in some sideboard cards, a lot of the removal was quite expensive. Like, it didn't have any cut down, and you're going to be facing mono red on Boros a lot. So why would you have one copy of Murder instead of cut down? Rush of Dread is an expensive card, and the meta is very fast. It works if you've got Bloodletter of Aclazot, and then you can just pay 5, I think, to win the game essentially. But why would you have Rush of Dread and not that? Phyrexian Arena is a great card in principle, but taking turn 3 off or a turn off to play it, and then you're losing life every turn. And because none of your cards are that synergistic, drawing extra cards isn't going to help. So not sure how it won 6 in a row. We certainly didn't. You know, a lot of that will be down to me, I'm sure, but it just didn't work at all. As I said, one of the worst decks I've ever played. And but I hope you enjoyed the gameplay video for what it's worth, and if you did, please remember to like and subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you all in the next video.